The brother, which I mentioned it, about his analyzation that he come out from the verse of from the verses of Surah Al-Mudassir about the corona, and he mentioned all the, he said the time, the result of the all the names, even in the place which is come, all everything he's saying is in this surah. So to inflict the chastisement a result of misusing the faculties during this lifetime. Okay. Second, this afflictions virus is showed up, which at the present time in the second power of economy and the top population in the world. So regard of that, Quran mentioned in verse number 11, 12 and 13 of this surah of Al-Mudassir. Again, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. ذرني ومن خلقت وحيدا وجعلت له مالا ممدودا وبنين شهودا. Means to him, affliction, corona, has got freed in the society that they have some speciality and riches and rich per population and have more money and struggle to have more, which is China. Number 3, this is the verse number, which is 11, 12, 13. And number 3, regard of the treatment, he said, with this affliction, corona, all the world population thinking about it, about to do, what to do. In regards of that, in the beginning of Surah Al-Mudassir mentioned, it has 6 steps on that words: awareness, cautions, cleanings, hesitations, no provocations, and patience. 6. The verses, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya ayyuhal muddassir qum fanzir. Arise to convey the message and warn who you covered yourself. It means you are in quarantine. When you are in quarantine, means you are covered from the society. And then what you say in the other verse is وَرَبُّكَ فَكَبِّرْ. Remember your Rabb in this time. Magnify him, particularly in Salat. So cleanings and antiseptic, wash hand and clean clothes, they all mentioned in verse number 4. What is it? وَثِيَابَكَ فَطَهِّرْ. And your garment do purify, for uncleanness do flee. وَاسْجُرْ فَهْجُرْ. Make wudu, cleanliness, face and hand in face, and stay away from dirt. Of course, when you go outside, it's dirt. And do not be forestall about the food. But the people, when God, everybody rushed to collect a lot of food. That's why they said no in Quran. وَلَا تَمَنُّن تَسْتَكْبِرْ. during presence, do not bestow favors, seeking too much to get a lot of food. Then for calamity, about the calamity, which in this surah, what he said, وَلَرَبُّكَ فَاصْبِرْ, mentioned this, the verse number 7. Then if you are somebody dying at that time, only what you cannot do nothing, just sabr. وَلِرَبِّكَ فَاصْبِرْ. And then he said, وَمِنَ اللَّهِ تَوْفِيقٍ. In the end also he made one dua, said, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-barsi wal-jununi wal-jizami wa man nansil asqam. This was his analysis or his meaning from the verse of Quran which Allah mentioned about this affliction. So, and then he named it and towards the corona, which is true. Also remember that what I said in the last 2-3 episodes, my idea is the same almost probably, but the process, mind how the process going on about this. The process is acting these all afflictions by demand. Demand is the jinn, or by the, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, if it become upset for some reason, then he asked, he doing by his unseen creation, which is the Satan, demon, archangel, angels, Malakul Maut, and those, Allah will, ask them to act upon what the human, made some bad jobs. Of course, like I said, people killed all animals with no reasons in China, and also people killed some people by bombing, by suicidal, by those all Allah become upset. And now this is an affliction that is Allah asked the demand to take the souls of those who killed, no matter was animals or creatures or bad creatures. Those are which we in the life we don't like them, and of course the soul also, our soul don't like those kind of soul. Those are a vicious soul. As I mentioned, the vicious souls used by demands and touch to the good soul, and the good soul become also same as bad, and some of them is dying. Though that was my idea, which I mentioned many times. It is the job of the demand. And at the same time also, one time I heard from the BBC that they noted from the leader of the Iran, he said also this is the process of by the jinn. But later on, but even though I said on the 6th of the January, I mentioned that from my idea. Alhamdulillah. Anyway, today is our subject that you see in the top of my head, and about the barzakh. As I said, barzakh is the obstacle between two things, either by two waters or by the lives of the human being. But it is nobody see it except Allah knows. Last 2 weeks I had the Farsi program. The headline was as barzakh chi midaned, and today I would like to translate that subject once again in English. Hopefully to somebody, if it is missed, inshallah I will can catch it now. Barzakh is a Quranic word which Allah mentioned in Quran many times, mostly particularly 3 verses about the Barzakh. Barzakh is a temporary living area, a place that every dead human, mostly Abrahamic religions believers, Jewish, Christian and Muslims, will meet there. Barzakh is a mediate in between current world and the life hereafter, in between these two. The world have after for the proof of Barzakh, I want you to think about our circle of our life. At the beginning, we were dust, which Adam. Then God turned it to a sperm, nutfa. Then God shaped us as today's man and woman, which we are. And after that, what happened? How and where we go, and what we will be. Of course, we die. How we die and where we go. First, why we die? This is the first question. Because of the term of expiration, of life expiration, which Allah gave us, as is perfect. There won't be any minute up and down. Expiration time reached, we go. As expiration, as we know, everything in this world, man-made expired things, like house, like anything, medication, medicines has expirations, food, something. This is a common expiration. Our life also has expiration. But the difference between God's made expiration and man-made expiration is God expirations nobody knows except him, but the man expiration everybody can knows and read what date this medication, these things will be expired. However, Quran mentioned 3 verses about the Barzakh. 2 of them about the understanding to what Barzakh is, how you know, how you should know the name and defining of the definition of the Barzakh. And one of them, the other one is directly for the life of the human being, on the directly from how long we are alive, where we go, and what is through to Barzakh. And before that, inshallah, I gave you one break here. Inshallah, I will come back. Inshallah, we'll talk more about the Barzakh today, which is very interesting subject. Is at the same time we are the believer to believe it. So stay with me, inshallah.